If you stay focused and really commit to building your channel in terms of creating your videos and all that, you can actually turn those views into dollars. I know I've done it, been doing it for years. As a matter of fact, when I first started, it really wasn't about the YouTube AdSense that we were making just from people watching videos. It was really what we were doing in regards of how we were making money off the platform in terms of some of the things that we were sharing in our videos that allowed us to make money because of we were promoting a product, an opportunity, or whatever it may have been. There's a lot of ways that you can turn those views into dollars. And I'm going to show you a few different ways on how you can actually do that. So let's just jump right into it here. So here we go. Turning YouTube views into dollars, a creator's journey. So when I started on YouTube, I had no idea those views would turn into a consistent stream of income. Here's how I did it. Okay, so let me show you. One, like I've talked about before, it was affiliate marketing, monetizing recommendations. Kind of give you an idea, and I talked about this before in another video. Potential, basically, there is a potential in every video to make money. So every video I made had the potential to earn thanks to affiliate marketing, genuine recommendations. I included affiliate links in video descriptions and shared genuine product recommendations led to commission. So a lot of things that I talk about, of course, I like, and it's funny. Sometimes when I talk about things and I don't put it in the YouTube description, then I get comments or emails, sometimes even phone calls for people that already know me and watch a lot of my videos. Hey man, what was the link? You didn't put the link in the description or whatever. So people will look at that information, and especially if you mention it, if you're doing some type of training, it definitely does work. So, and again, it led to a lot of passive income. Like, I don't know when people would go on or watch that video and then go to that link or whatever and purchase simply because they're like, hey, I need that what Steve was talking about in that video. So if he's using that tool and it's helping him to do whatever and he showed it, hey, I need that as well. So again, many video reviews brought in passive income for years. I mean, even now, I mean, there's a lot of videos that we've made over the last couple years that still generate revenue, all because it was a recommendation to something, an opportunity, a product, a service, or whatever. And typically, when I'm doing my videos, when I'm talking about different things, I'm really just talking about things that I'm using. So, and just like with everything, everything typically nowadays has some type of affiliate offer tied to it as well. Like if you refer people to this or to that, they give you some type of reward. Sometimes it's cash, sometimes it's free access to something, sometimes it could be, all kinds of things. So, so it's not really just the motivation of that to get some type of reward. But it's great, because a lot of people want to know some of the things. There's a lot of tools and a lot of different things that I use that I'm really excited about, like different tools, different resources or whatever. And I talked a lot about those on this channel. And of course, just as a byproduct, the company that owns these products and services, they give you a little kickback just for, hey, we appreciate you sharing, our product and service, and we'll give you this reward, whatever it may be, a commission or some type of free access, some type of gift or something. It's great. So you can make a lot of money just in affiliate marketing. And we've done that, because there's all kinds of affiliate marketing offers out there. So we've done pretty well with a lot of them, and it works just by creating videos and recommending certain things to people, especially if it's things that you're using. I only make videos on things that I'm actually using, because if I'm not using it, how can I really talk about it? I can't really talk about it like I really would want to if I'm not utilizing it. So it definitely does work. So that's one way that you can do some pretty cool things. Another one, and like I've talked about this before in another video, but I'm just kind of giving you a different perspective. Even in network marketing, you can leverage your audience. For example, we've done pretty well in network marketing over the years. It looks here, number one, sharing valuable content. I shared valuable content that connected to my network marketing business too. This is huge. Building trust. That piece right there, make this a little bit bigger. Building trust is really what made all the difference in the world when we were doing network marketing. By providing educational or motivational videos, I built trust, which encouraged viewers to join my network marketing business, whatever business that was at the time. It definitely does help. Because a lot of my video, especially then, was educational or even motivational, typically in most cases about that business, about those products that business had. And it definitely does make a difference. So if you are in network marketing and you're wondering, how can I really build this thing? Hey, we did it through videos, you know, and on multiple platforms, not just on YouTube. We did them on Facebook, did them on YouTube, different platforms come and go, right? But it definitely works, and just really giving a lot of value to people made all the difference in the world. And then three, community and income. This approach built a community and generated reoccurring income. It definitely did at the time, still does work today. And this is typically how people. It's pretty much the norm now. I think like back when we first started doing like network marketing online, you still had the old guard, the people that's been in that industry for 20 plus years or 30 plus years or whatever. They kind of frowned upon a lot of things that we were doing online, like, hey, you can't really do it like that, blah, 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 blah. You need to meet people up front. How can you really build a connection with people if you're not in front of them, if you're not meeting them, and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, everything still works, but we were building those connections all through the internet, and it worked. But you know what? Now that's what they're all doing now. So they all came around eventually, because that's what it is. That's what everybody is what on their phones. Okay, that's where everybody lives now. So if you're in marketing 101 says you got to go where people are at, and everybody is on their phone. Okay. So you got to create videos and different things and all that. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir now. You all know that now. But 10 years ago, it was like frowned upon. How dare you build a business online? We got to go to the hotel meeting, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So again, that was another life. Great, still a great industry. And I'm still part of it in certain capacities as well. And but again, videos, that's what turned a lot of those those views into dollars, and those views turned into a lot of recruits, a lot of rank ups, a lot of residual income. Them views turned into a lot of things, all because we were making videos. So it definitely did work, and it still does work. Okay. And then, of course, views also allowed us to make a profit by turning our knowledge into profit. Of course, I've made a lot of different courses, and I've talked a little bit about those, and you'll see some of those in the YouTube description below. I got one called Content Marketing Pros that we created that shows people how to create content. Works out really, really well, really breaks down a lot of stuff. So, and a lot of you may know something right now. So if you look here, value of knowledge, sharing knowledge can be even more valuable than ads. So course creation, I created courses related to my niche and promoted them through videos, which why? Because it works. It's the best medium to really get your point across, and people just get it. Okay, when you have a video, when you're creating videos, viewer to student. Courses turn viewers into paying students, creating another revenue stream. So and we all know this now. I mean, this is pretty constant now. Everybody has courses. Well, not everybody, because most people aren't making videos of themselves. So everybody's not making them, but there's a lot of people that are creating courses, highlighting their value, highlighting their knowledge, what they know how to do. It definitely does work. And I encourage it. If you know something, we all have a valuable skill. And there's so many different niches that you can really focus on. And there's a lot of niches that we're all knowledgeable in. And there's people that want to know what you know. And a lot of times the reason why people will purchase a course, because they're really purchasing a shortcut. Okay. There's a lot of things you can do on yourself, do yourself. And even myself, a lot of times, I know I can pretty much find anything online. If I'm trying to figure out something, depending on what it is, it depends on how specific I want to gain that knowledge. I know I can go to YouTube and Google and pretty much find a lot of information from various people, and I can definitely learn some things. However, it's going to be it's not going to, in most cases, it's not going to be as focused, if that makes sense. So sometimes I'll buy a course because they're focused. This is what it's all about. That's exactly what I want to learn. They're going to give me exactly from A to Z how to do whatever, instead of me searching all over the internet, watching this video, then watching this person's video, and then watching that person's video, and then trying to decipher between all that and everything. And sometimes a lot of the courses will come with the community where I can ask questions and different things. So it just, a lot of times it's just been better. I don't know how much money I've spent on courses, and they've always helped. It's always given me a shortcut, right? And a lot of people would do the same thing for your courses. They're looking for that shortcut, not get rich quick or anything like that. Because excuse me, maybe your course is about fixing cars or something or whatever. Maybe you got the perfect way on how to change out the transmission or something or whatever. So, and people will buy that all because they saw 4 or 5 of your videos on YouTube of you showing them a few, tips that made a huge difference in what you're trying to do with your car or whatever, right? So it definitely does work. And I know we've done pretty well with courses over the years. And again, but if you're just getting started, this is something that you can do in the future. First thing, let's just get you started with making videos in general. Okay. So these are just a few ways on how you can actually turn those views into dollars. Now, next, then of course you got Google AdSense, obviously. A lot of people make a lot of money just by making videos on YouTube, and then Google will pay them every month on the 21st, which is what I've been talking about for weeks now. Just for people just watching your videos, right? They don't even have to buy anything. They just watch your video. And when you get a certain number of people watching your videos, of course, YouTube will actually pay you in cash for people just watching your video content. So direct translation of that, YouTube views translate into dollars directly through AdSense, which is the platform that pays us. When you see people, hey, YouTube paid me this amount this month or whatever, it's all coming from Google AdSense, right? Earning factors, the number of views and watch time time affected my earnings. So basically what this means is, depending on how many people watch your content will determine how much money you make. So if you have, a lot of people looking at a lot of your content, you can make a lot more money. Not that many people watching, less money. Makes sense. Pretty self-explanatory. So growing base, while AdSense wasn't the biggest money maker for us at first, it added up and became a strong foundation. Okay. Because like I said in one of my other videos, I was talking about that we haven't made like a lot of money, like monthly. Over the years, yeah. I think we've been getting money from Google AdSense since around, I think 2016, 2015 or 2016. I have to go back and look. And it's been $100, couple $100, $300. Usually on average about $100 and something dollars, I think, per month. But it's been consistent. It's been very consistent over the years, and probably I can't think of anything else that's paid us money, residual income like this. And we've been a part of a lot of different things. I'm trying to think. What else is paid? What else do we still get income? Well, we still get income from YouTube. Well, I guess that's part of it. That's still part of it. I'm trying to think outside of YouTube. What else has been paying us consistently, whatever the amount is, since 2016? I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything but YouTube. So it's created a very strong residual income. And now what I'm doing now is really just, going all in with it to really elevate that, because a lot of people are they're really winning big with YouTube. So So it definitely makes sense. So reason why I'm making this video is to share and let people know, make people aware there's a lot of opportunities, with making YouTube videos. And then of course you got Amazon affiliates and other partnerships, you know, Amazon affiliate links. I've got some of those, and the reason why I put a lot of those different links in my YouTube descriptions, mainly because people ask about it. Well, what's your background? What camera are you using? What lens do you have a light? What blah 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 blah. What kind of computers are you using, and this that and what kind of. So we get all those questions, which makes sense because I'm talking about video, which is kind of tech based, and people want to know what you're using. So Amazon gives you the ability to sell. We all buy from Amazon, right? We've all bought something from Amazon. Well, you can actually become an Amazon affiliate, and then of course, once you become an Amazon affiliate, just Google it, and you can see anybody can join. And once you do that, the interesting thing is you can refer anybody to any of those products on Amazon, and you'll get a commission anytime someone goes to your link and buys. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And a lot of times sponsorships, we've actually worked with a few companies in the past that wanted us to make a few videos for them, and it's all good. Sometimes they pay you in cash, sometimes they pay you in just equipment, or whatever. Those are all always great, and usually you'll get those because certain companies will see what you're doing, like, hey, this person is making content that fits our product, and they're pretty consistent. Let me reach out and see if they'd be willing to actually make a video about one of our products that matches their niche. So you'll see a lot of that as well. And then of course we've had a lot of expanded opportunities just because of just making content. Well, we've done different things for different companies, organizations, so on and so forth. So videos, guys, I'm telling you, just opens up so many opportunities for you. And you really just got to start with just starting. That's the main thing, and then just everything else just kind of happens on its own. I didn't. I wasn't even really I didn't even try to do any of those options initially. They just kind of just landed in our lap pretty much. Even when it came to Amazon affiliates, once we started really going and I started seeing other people do the same thing, I'm like, and people kept asking me, like we would do a training on this, or this is like, I'm just kind of talking years back, about a camera or some kind of tool or a tripod or something I'm using to make videos. And people will always ask, well, hey, how can I get that? And then I would just refer people to Amazon. We'll go to Amazon and get it. And then one day I found out that they had an affiliate program. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? This is years ago. I'm like, okay, well, I'm already telling people to go here and go there. I might as well, get a referral for making that referral for that person to buy that camera, or buy that computer, buy that light or that lens or whatever. Just made sense. So all these actually work, and it can definitely help you to make more money even outside of Google AdSense. So, but again, you still just got to get started first, and once you get started, everything else kind of helps goes along, organically. Everything just kind of happens on its own. So, let me look here. Key tips for turning views into dollars. I would say, and of course, I kind of sound like a broken record here. Yeah, consistency. Duh. You got to be consistent. I mean, I know in the beginning, it's a little tough because in the beginning we really want to win, and a lot of times we really don't like our first videos anyway. So, but we still we're still kind of emotionally connected to it, right? Because it's still work that you had to do, even if it was a 2-minute video, 3-minute video, 5-minute video, whatever. And then we don't get any views, or we don't get any engagement, or whatever. You just got to make another one. You just got to make another one. Even now, I've made videos in the last 30 days, and I pull it up after a few days or whatever, or man, I'm just kind of going through some other older videos that I made. I'm like, what's up? That was a good video. It was good information in that video. 20 views, 50 views, whatever. I'm like, It should be 1,000 views or more on that video or more. Okay. But nothing. But you know what? I don't, focus on that. I just make another video. And then, it's funny. It's so funny how like a lot of times you'll make a lot of it. Like if you're making a lot of content, you really don't know which one will hit harder. I mean, the ones that you think will sometimes won't, and the ones you think, well, I just need to make some content. Let me just make this, and then that one takes off. I'm like, y'all like that video, okay? And that y'all like that video, okay? Cool, I'll take it. You just don't know which ones will really go hard, right? In the paint, if you will, a little basketball reference. But you just got to be consistent. And if you're consistently making content, just from the sheer numbers of it, some are going to do better than others. Some are going to really help your channel to grow than others. But does that make sense? So I'm not really worried about, hey, I just watched your video. You only had 200 views on it. What's up with that? I'm like, bro, I'm not worried about the one video. I'm worried about the collection of them. Okay. I'm just going to keep making. I've got videos that got 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000. I got videos that got 60,000 views, but I don't know which ones are going to go hard or going to go really far when it comes to the analytics. All I do know is if I keep making them, some of those are going to really go far, right? And that's all I do know. Everything else, I don't know. Anything can happen. Well, you got to put the right tags. You got to put, hey, I've done all that. Trust me, I've been doing this for over a decade, right? And I still do all that. Not saying none of that works. We got to put the right thumbnail on there, and you got to have the right tags, and you got to have the hook and all. Hey, I've done all that. Okay, a lot of it just really all depends. It's almost like a living organism. It just all I do know, all I know is this: from creating more videos, it impacts your analytics. It impacts your results. If you're just making videos consistently, that's all I do know. So I'm just going to stay in that lane. I'm just going to keep driving down that lane. And then eventually, something amazing is going to happen to this channel. Eventually. Okay. So I'm just going to stay married to the process. You should stay married to the process. Okay. Check your analytics and check your views and check your comments and all that stuff. Yeah, do all that stuff, but don't let that dictate your consistency. I just had to, really put some emphasis on that piece. And then of course, call to action. I made sure every video had a clear call to action leading viewers to links, signups, or my courses. Because again, I don't want to rely solely on YouTube. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, I'm not going to solely rely on just YouTube to, take care of my livelihood. Okay, I'm not, because anything can change. YouTube could wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? We're going to change this whole, Google AdSense paying creators process. We're going to change that whole thing. Or you know what? They might wake up and be like, you know what? We're going to change how the algorithm does this and does that when it comes to views and all that. They've done it before, right? They're companies, right? They're for-profit companies. So they make changes that helps them to stay in profit mode, right? So anything can change. So I'm never going to just solely rely on YouTube paying us Google AdSense. There's so many other opportunities. And right now, we're making way more money outside of what YouTube pays us. Make sense? That's where, remember, I'm a full-time entrepreneur, right? So yeah, I know I posted up a check from, as I'm making this video, the last month's AdSense, that we earned was like 430 something bucks. I think it was 430. I think it was. And no, I'm not living off of that. That's just added to the things that we're we're already doing, right? And I'm grateful. $400 is still $400, right? So I'm still grateful. But I just clarifying that. So I think somebody said, "How are you living off of that?" I'm not living off of that. I'm again, which is why I'm telling you all these different ways on how you can make money, how you can turn those views into dollars, all the different ways on how you can do it. And that's what I'm doing here. Okay. So I always got the call to action, different links. You'll always see some different things in the YouTube description below. And, again, totally up to the person. But a lot of people do want to know some of the things that I'm doing. And that really helps me to make those connections with people, tying them to other, social media platforms that I'm a part of where we can talk and so on and so forth, or where they can see some of the different tools and things that we're a part of. So it all works. And then, of course, we've got Build Trust. So if you look here, highlight building trust and being transparent with recommendations, which I always do. Only share things that I'm using. If I haven't used it, it just seems weird to me. I have to be a part of it, and I have to believe in it, right? I have to believe in it. So, and typically, like when I'm sharing a lot of stuff, it's usually things that I'm using. Very seldom have I done like paid sponsorships or what. I'm not like some big, YouTuber with millions of subscribers. They get a lot of that all the time. But for me, I'm just sharing, what I use, what I use when I'm creating content that helps me to be a much better entrepreneur, a much better creator. So I'm just sharing what I'm using, and a lot of people get a lot of value from it because that's how I typically find out about a lot of different things. I'm typically watching somebody on YouTube and they're like, "Hey, this thing right here is like, the best thing since sliced bread." I'm like, "Man, I need that." And I mess around and go to their YouTube description and I buy whatever that was, or create an account for whatever that service does or whatever. It is typically from some referral. Like I told you guys, I'm not just making videos. I'm watching YouTube videos all the time, like every single day. I probably watch YouTube more than any other platform, actually, when I think about it. Except at nighttime. Well, and I do that at nighttime too, as well, because me and my wife, we kind of chill out, watch our shows and stuff later on in the evening. And but we still, right before we go to bed, I'm checking out some YouTube videos right before I go to bed, and so I'm always on the platform, learning, learning ways to grow, and learning ways to better myself as well. So again, a lot of good stuff here, guys. Hope this is helping you guys. And then, of course, conclusion: your YouTube journey can pay off. Leverage your content. If you're making content, don't stop at views. Leverage them leverage them into real income. Start by adding affiliate links, sharing your knowledge, and exploring ads and partnerships. Patience and dedication that's a big deal. Turning videos into dollars isn't instant. It is not instant, guys. So, but with dedication, it's achievable. You can do it. I've done it. Others have done it. Others are just getting started and they're doing it, and others have been doing it for years and really doing some incredible things from all walks of life. You name it, very diverse. So you can definitely do it, guys. It just takes patience and dedication. And I'm not even done. Like I told you, I'm starting over. Okay, so it's not like I'm, you know, doing anything majorly big yet. Like I said, don't judge me now. Yeah, we're getting some results and we're doing some things only because I've been doing it for a long time. But don't judge me now. Let's talk in about 6 months to a year from now, and we can have that conversation. I love this because I'm taking people on a journey of saying, hey, this is kind of where I'm beginning, and this is where it's ended so far, and we're just going to keep pushing. So patience and dedication, then of course, your success awaits. With the right strategies and persistence, you too can turn your YouTube channel into a profitable venture. You can do it. You can definitely do it. You just gotta, one, believe, and then two, just take action, and then just don't stop. You just got to do that, and if you do that, incredible things can definitely happen. So I'm excited for you. But those are just a few things that allowed me to turn a lot of these views into dollars. and they all work. They all work still today, and all that success, different things that we've done over the years, has all really been driven by YouTube mainly. We do some different things on other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, blah blah, TikTok, whatever. You know, all those are great too. But YouTube, that's the foundation, because that's where the long form content, lives. That's what's going to really help build your real following, right? Because they're checking out your longer videos and really getting to know you based off of your video content. So it definitely does work, guys. I'm super excited about it, and I encourage you to get started, stay consistent. If you've already started, just keep uploading, keep sharing, and do it at your own. Everybody has their own schedule. Yeah, I know you may see me making a lot of content. Doesn't mean that you got to make all these type of videos. The main thing is be consistent, that works best for you in your life. Okay. But kind of challenge yourself a little bit. You're going to have to get a little uncomfortable. Okay. For some, just getting uncomfortable is just getting in front of the camera and hitting record. That's like a big deal, right? Man. Right. And if you've done that, congratulations. Okay. Some of you have been making some content. Maybe you've been a little inconsistent, because of this, because of that. I get it. We all got life and family and responsibilities and all that. But, challenge yourself a little bit to do a little bit more. And you know what you can do. Okay. Don't create an unrealistic goal. Make sense? Create something that may challenge you a little bit, but you look at it, you be like, you know what? I think, I could do that. If I focus on it and I do what I need to do, I can definitely reach that goal. And just challenge yourself a little bit. You'll be amazed on how far you go. You just got to just agree to do it. And because I do that all the time. And it definitely helps to push me further in whatever it is that I'm working on. So that's it, guys. Again, I get super excited talking about a lot of this stuff, and I just enjoy sharing it. So hopefully this was helpful, and hope you got some value from it. And do me a favor, do me a huge favor. I appreciate, one, thanks for watching this video all the way through here. I know this was a little longer one, but I appreciate it. Do me a favor, like it, comment below. Love to hear your thoughts about it. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on some things that I'm working on. And also hit the little bell so you get a notification every time I upload a video. So that's all I got for now, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.